On this episode, I talk about names of apps, listicles, and why nobody took over at Wine Library TV. You keep asking questions, I will continue to answer them. Hey everybody, this is GaryVee, Vaynerchuk, and you're watching episode 30 of the Ask GaryVee show. Fun fact about the number 30, when I turned 30, I freaked the out and started Wine Library TV and kind of changed the course of my life. I'm actually quite scared about 40.
Maurizio asks, hi Gary, what's your opinion on listicle sites?
If you haven't noticed, back in San Francisco for episode 30, excited about that. Listicles. You know, it's interesting. I have a very different view on this than a lot of my friends and contemporaries because a lot of my friends and contemporaries are journalists or have loved growing up reading the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times or the Post or these kind of things. I think there's way too much romance in journalism, and here's what I mean by that. I'm a huge fan of it because BuzzFeed and Upworthy and companies of that nature, and let's not forget the USA Today, who really started infographics and listicles in its modern sense. The listicles have been around for 100 plus years. The people that are exploiting listicles and our worlds are being overrun by 12 things a cat did while it ate food. Everybody who's complaining about that needs to understand this is the same debate we had about reality TV, the same thing we had about the people who didn't like game shows during the daytime, the same thing we are about everything, meaning there's a huge misunderstanding of how these things work. Here's my example. What do I think about listicles? As a business, 24 months ago, phenomenal. You were going up the trend. Right now, super strong. 24 months from now, solid. 48 months from now, 72 months from now, concerned. See, what happens is we get these trends, they matter, people enjoy them, and then marketers ruin it. We loved listicles 24 months ago as a big base. Then you had the cynics and the haters that started a little bit earlier. And then now what you're seeing is you're starting to have a conversation of like, is it too much? Are we clicking as many? And the reaction of the market is always what dictates. I love the customer. I don't love anything else. So as long as the customer is enjoying it and they're clicking it, everybody says the Kardashians are crap, but millions of people watch it. These things are subjective. Listicles are subjective. My POV on it, my subjectiveness on it is if people enjoy them, then that's what it's going to be. And so for now and the next 36 months, I'm bullish on it as a business. As far as a consumer, I don't consume anything, so it doesn't matter.
Gabriel ponders, Gary, in the age of social media, tweet, Vine, Instagram length limited, how should this affect a startup in choosing a name?
Gabriel, this is a great question. I understand what you're saying, right? Twitter, tweet, you know, kind of the short form. You know, I actually think it's an interesting question. The reason I decided to choose it is a name is made, meaning when everybody's sitting around, I have friends who sit around and think about picking the name of their startup for 900 years. And I tell them, what did Google mean to anybody? What did Facebook mean to anybody outside the people that were in the Harvard community that knew what the Facebook was? None of these words mean anything until there's something, right? People email me like, I don't like my last name. I'm like, you're emailing Gary Vaynerchuk. I mean, Vaynerchuk sucks. Let's call it what it is, right? And so now a bunch of you leave in the comments like, no, it's kind of unique. It's good. I get it. But it's only good because I made something out of it. And so what does it mean? It means nothing to me. If you went with a long-winded startup, you could get abbreviations. I actually think that's a new trend. Somebody's going to come out with a company called like Coverhound Thompson, but everybody's going to call it CHT. Right? And so like in a world where we're short forming everything, you know, people called me V-Chuk because they didn't want to say Vaynerchuk, and that became my slang last name to my friends in high school. And so we will evolve our name into our convenience if it brings value. So stop worrying about the name and start worrying about the product.
Noble Rock Society.
I'm trying to choose a blog name. So. Just
Perfect.
Right?
I haven't written any blog posts.
I highly recommend if your name's available or if you own your .com to just do it under that.
I need to.
Cool.
Noble Rot Society asks, Gary, when you left Wine Library to start Vaynermedia, Was it a conscious decision not to have someone take over Wine Library TV?
This is a great question. People have asked me this question a lot, and I want to interject some depth, like the last couple questions, last couple episodes, with some of this kind of fun stuff and insight that I've never talked about. You know, I don't know if it was a conscious decision. Nobody really raised their hand. Nobody wanted that spot. It's kind of like my speaking career right now. Knock on wood, I'm doing so well. The bad part is I have to always speak last because nobody wants to go next. You know, I don't think there was the right or obvious choice internally at Wine Library to jump on it. Ian, Brandon, you know, all these great people internally just didn't want to have the kind of, you know, not responsibility. Look, it takes a certain personality to put yourself out there. We've talked about in the past. My blog post on this the other day did really well. You can link that, Stunwin. So it wasn't a conscious choice. It was the right choice. If that person existed in the building, maybe it would have continued in that manner. But I think one thing that I'm really focused on, and why I took this question to interweave it to everybody else while answering it, is I think you have to assess. Like, you always have to assess. And I think way too many people come in with what they want it to be. The notion of somebody will take over this show, and then you're forcing somebody to sit in the hot seat, and then you really lose the luster of it. Not to mention, I may want to jump back in that seat one day. Question of the day. Where do I want to go? San Francisco. I'm in San Francisco. I should ask a San Francisco. What is your favorite thing about San Francisco? And remember, you guys are letting me down on this because you're so focused on answering the question. I want critiques. Now that you've had 2 of them, give me the overall feel on these 5-minute episodes. You keep asking questions. Oh, this is my opportunity to make my Jets Broncos prediction since my Chargers Jets one was so good. Let's go 41 to 13. Let's go 41 to 13 Broncos. You keep asking questions. I'll keep answering them.
Oh crap, wait, subscribe! I need subscriptions because I can't push this many right hooks in social, so subscribe!